The Joker's worst nightmare is normalcy. Right now in DC Comics, we're being hit with the Night Terrors event. Everyone on the planet has fallen asleep as one of them is hiding something within their nightmares. The villain Insomnia is traveling between the heroes and villains' worst nightmares to find this item, and that brings us to the Joker's worst nightmare. This is Comicstorian. I take comic books, I turn them into audio dramas so that you know what you should be buying at your local comic book store, and the Night Terrors event is awesome and I highly recommend all the issues. Today we're looking at The Joker's Worst Nightmare, Issue 1. As the world sleeps, there's a storm over Gotham as the forces of good and evil continue to battle their endless war. Batman tells the Joker that he'll never win, and the Joker laughs. "Oh, Batman, my dearest friend, don't you know that nobody wins at these? The fun is playing the game." Batman reaches out, and as he lunges for Joker, he slips, falling face first on the metal roofing. The Joker bursts out laughing. "That looked like it hurt! You might want to consider getting some shoes with better traction." But Batman doesn't move, and his body continues to slide down the wet roof. "You're gonna get up, right, Batman?" Lightning strikes as the lifeless body falls over the edge. "Did they make the roof more slippery or something?" And Gaggy the clown tells him, "No, it's just the rain. Maybe?" The body lands with a loud crunch, and the Joker looks over, stating that they should probably check on him. Otherwise, they're just standing around on a roof like a bunch of clowns. As the three of them get down, they see Batman has yet to move. "Maybe he's just, unconscious?" the Joker asks. They turn Batman's mangled body over, and the Joker realizes, okay, he's not unconscious. What are we supposed to do now? Did we just kill Batman? "We should, probably leave and throw the body in the trunk. I'll think of something." At the local diner, the Joker sits beside the dead Batman playing with his food when Gaggy says, maybe we should kill Superman next." Joker looks up. "And how are we supposed to kill Superman? Do you expect him to just fall off a roof and die like a freaking moron?" Gaggy chimes in. "Well, we should do something. How about we plan something a bit more fun?" 2 days later, aboard a large transport ship, Joker and his henchmen dress as pirates as the crew is taken hostage. Joker asks the captain, "What exactly are you transporting here?" The captain tells him, "Unrefined uranium ore." "Where is it?" "It's in the hold, but there's no security protecting it." "Really? We can just take the uranium ore?" "Yes, there's nothing stopping." The Joker sighs, stabbing the captain. "Tell the goons to get the plutonium." "Uranium? Who cares? I guess we'll make a bomb or something." A few days later, the bored and unkempt Joker is eating his breakfast as Gaggy asks, "Do we have any plans today?" Joker sighs. "I was thinking about watching The Real Housewives of Metropolis." "You finished that yesterday." "I guess I'll start a rewatch." Gaggy holds up a newspaper with the headline, "Crime Wave Hits Gotham, Where is Batman?" "Look, we did it! And everyone else is getting rich while we do nothing. This is what you worked for your whole life, Joker." "What am I supposed to do now? All I want to do is watch Real Housewives." Gaggy gets up, throwing the paper. "This isn't what I signed up for. I could be henching for Mad Hatter right now." As the papers fall, one lands on Joker's lap, titled Jobs. The next day, John D., who is Insomnia inside of Joker's nightmare, sits at his desk at Wayne Enterprises. "Our sphere of influence touches every living soul on the planet. It's tireless work, but it's worth it. We work while the world sleeps, is what I like to say. Full disclosure, the man who had your position before, Mr. Armstrong, was arrested for his role in the hijacking of a boat. You may have heard about that, and that's why we're in a rush to fill the position, and you seem like the right man." The Joker, using the false name Johann Kaiser, fixes his suit and glasses. Thank you so much, Mr. D. I can't wait to join the team. It feels like this will give me a real sense of purpose in my life, something that I feel has been missing for quite some time." Joker then takes a seat inside of his cubicle, and the first thing that he tries to look up is, where is all the money? but he gets invalid data request. Next, he tries looking up secret weapons projects, but that is also denied. At that moment, a voice calls out, "Caught you!" and the Joker panics, but a woman peers around the corner. "Sorry that I startled you. My name's Helen, and I just wanted to introduce myself. Make sure you're getting settled in, okay?" "I think my computer's broken. I can't access the money or the secret files. I need to access weapons blueprints or lists of people that I can bribe." Helen stares for a moment and begins to laugh. "I'm not sure what's so funny about that." Helen wipes a tear away. "You're making a joke about David Armstrong, right? Anyway, we should hurry. We don't want to be late for the meeting." Joker heads off to his first cubicle blue-collar meeting. A few mundane weeks later, Joker is pouring himself a coffee, telling the others in the break room that he used to work in a calendar factory. They tried to fire him for taking a day off. Also, he kidnapped the boss's wife. But as he gets no responses, his boss, Mr. Goodman, steps in, asking everyone if he could have a moment with their newest employee. As everyone clears out, Joker asks, "Is everything all right, Mr. Goodman? It wasn't my joke, was it?" Goodman tells him, no, it's not his jokes. Everyone enjoys them. What he wanted to talk about was his performance. Looking over his end-of-month reports, they don't really look like reports. They're just lines scribbled on pieces of paper. One image of one of them appears to be a man being deflowered by a dog or maybe a boar, and the man is labeled with his name, Mr. Goodman. Joker flips through the papers. Really? I don't see that here. Strange. But before he could finish, Goodman takes the papers back asking, "What are you even doing here? Because this work shows no indication that you have any idea how to even use..." But before he could finish, Joker grabs the microwave, bashing it over Goodman's head, turning it on. "You ask way too many questions!" The microwave fries Goodman's head, and Joker steps out as Helen runs over asking if everything's okay. She heard a loud noise. Yes, everything's fine. I left something in the oven. I'm going to take the rest of the day off." So the next day, the Joker is standing on his desk calling out to anyone who will listen. "You're all cogs in the machine that seeks to destroy us! We're bootlickers to a capitalist state that seeks to exert control over us! You do nothing! You serve no purpose!" But Mr. D, once again, Insomnia, walks up asking, "Can I see you for a moment?" Joker looks at Mr. D. "I'm sort of in the middle of something." "Yes, of course. When you're finished then, Mr. Kaiser." So Joker goes back to his monologue. "Your own families won't even mourn your deaths." After a few more moments of silence, Mr. D asks, "Is that it?" Yeah, I'm done, Mr. D. Let's talk." Mr. D brings Joker into his office, and he says that he might have heard about Mr. Goodman by now. He died yesterday. He was in an accident in the break room. Hit his head and, well, he's going to have the forever sleep now. Joker reaches into his trench coat, pulling out a gas mask. "You do say?" "Yeah, it's quite possible he took his own life." The Joker stops just shy of activating the gas strapped to him. "Wait, what?" Mr. D turns back with two glasses, and he laughs. "What they told me really is true. Mr. Kaiser, you really are a jokester. But let's be serious for a moment. You're a rising star. Bruce Wayne has even taken a shine to you. With Goodman dead, I need someone who isn't afraid to dedicate his whole life to the job. I would like to promote you to Regional Management Assistant Vice Supervisor." Are you sure?" "Sure as I've ever been, Mr. Kaiser. Between the arrests and the deaths, if we don't turn this ship around, Batman himself is going to pay us a visit here on the 9th floor. Yeah, you see, the problem with that is Batman is dead." You crack me up, Mr. Kaiser. A few more weeks pass, and Joker is presenting the month's quarterly reports, telling everyone that he isn't sure if someone forgot a decimal or a multiplier. "But this is bad. The last time I saw something this ugly is when they pulled Mr. Goodman's head out of the microwave." Everyone stares for a moment, and then they begin to laugh. "All right, everyone, that's enough. Go home. We're done for the day here." One of the girls stops before leaving, asking, "You know, a few of us are going out for drinks. It's Randy DeMico and Shipping's birthday. Maybe you'd like to come?" So a few hours later, the Joker is yelling, "Who's having another with me? Anyone, who's gonna drink with me? Helen? Helen! Drink with your boss, Helen! Helen!" But everyone quietly and awkwardly clears out of the bar, with the Joker scoffing. "If you didn't want to drink with me, that's fine anyway. I was gonna poison them all!" When the Joker leaves, he notices a couple of men following him, and he begins to run down an alleyway. As soon as he turns the corner, he's cracked in the head with a bat, and the group of men begin to kick the crap out of him. You've all just made a very big decision in your lives. Very big! See what I mean? He gouges out the eyes of one man with his thumbs, and then he turns shouting, Gotham is my town! You're all just bloody tourists. You have no idea who you just crossed paths with. But out of the shadows, Gaggy steps out. Is that you? Joker smiles with his bloodied face. Oh, hello, Gaggy! Looks like you've branched out into more pathetic ventures. We didn't know what happened to you. We looked everywhere for you, boss. The rumors are that Batman is back. We were worried that he came for you. Joker dusts himself off, telling Gaggy, Stop making up lies. It's unbecoming of a man of your stature. Well, how have you been? Setting up your next big score? No. Joker then walks off. You should find something that gives you purpose. You can't sit around waiting all day for a man in a bat costume to assault you. What kind of life is that? So the next morning, the Joker heads into work all bandaged up, telling everyone that they should have stuck around for karaoke. His tears of the clown would have given them chills. He also does some Fleetwood, but Helen stops him, asking, What the hell happened? Oh, what, this? You should see the other guy. I gorged his eyes out with these babies. A few of the workers laugh, but one of them says that crime is really getting out of control. Where is Batman when they need him? Oh, Batman's corpse is in my closet at home. But another worker chimes in, stating that his wife was mugged last week by the reservoir. Thankfully, she's okay, and Batman even got her purse back. Joker spits out his coffee. What? Yeah. Is she sure that it was Batman? Yeah, there's not a lot of other guys dressed up like a giant bat last time I checked. So on his walk home, Joker looks in the sky and notices the bat signal, and he begins to grind his teeth. As he heads into the apartment building, Old Man Jarvis walks out with his dog. How's work, Ben? Oh, you know, just another day working for the man. Joker sighs as he goes inside, and he takes off his coat, shooing away the flies. He hangs it up, turning on the TV. The news anchor begins to report the week in business. They go on explaining that Wayne Enterprises is facing huge penalties with the IRS for misreporting their quarterly expenses. Bruce Wayne himself issued a statement stating that he was embarrassed by the report and would personally like to get to the bottom of how it happened. Joker grabs a drink. Good. Go get him, Bruce. Porter goes on stating that in city news, Batman broke up a major jewel heist the previous night. The police state that this is the 5th major burglary that Batman has stopped this month. But while the Joker is watching this, with his closet wide open behind him, Batman's rotting corpse is hanging there. Joker kicks his feet up, grabbing the remote. What channel is The Real Housewives on again? And that concludes the Joker's worst nightmare. Normalcy, getting a regular job. Honestly, I enjoyed this story a lot, but it's also what's going on in the comic book series Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing. If you haven't been watching our Joker videos, I'll link them down below, but it's telling the story of 2 Jokers fighting to see who the real Joker is, and the Red Hood trying to basically kill them both. It's an awesome comic book, but this is the crossover event for that is happening with the Joker comics. So I definitely recommend it, and I'll link it down below. Now, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is it? Joker's worst nightmare is that he won? And now he has nothing left to live for? It's an awesome idea, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want early access to our shows, then make sure you go to our Patreon or sign up for our YouTube memberships. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time right here.